Hey guys, I'm back with another video. I'm going to talk to you about this. It is what have people have been talking about on the streets, right? And literally it hit me like a light bulb in my head. Bing! And it's all about Corona. So, you remember guys when the COVID started, okay? And everyone was looking at the amount of cases they were in Ireland, right? Never mind the world, Ireland, okay? And literally then they looked at the amount of deaths there, sadly, okay? But when all that slowed down then, like there's like a pile of cases happening, cases after cases after cases after cases per day, it was mad numbers of cases. Mad numbers. No one can believe it. RT crew were looking at it there as well. They couldn't believe their eyes as well when they had to talk about it. There. Amount of people that lost their lives as well. They were like, what? Yeah. That's a lot. That much? Wow. Jesus. That much there. They were speechless. There. But it had to be said how many deaths there and how many cases, and then things started to change. So people actually said that if there are no deaths in Ireland whatsoever, things can start opening up. So everyone listened to that part. So if there's no deaths, means things start opening up, as in first phase opens up, then a second phase opens up, then a third phase opens up, then hopefully then the fourth phase will be happening now in, it says, the 10th of August earliest. So it may not happen or it may will happen because of one incident that was caught on, I think it was, I'm not too sure myself now, either caught on camera, someone videoed it, or caught on CCTV from some pub in town or something like that. There, and literally then got caught red-handed. There, the government looked at it there, and then reported, loads of reports then went in. People looked at it there because of COVID, yep, too serious. Which is damn right it was too serious there. They looked at the camera there, no short distance, 2 meter distance and all there. They're all clamped up. Hey, how are you? Good, yourself? Ah, yeah, no bother. Talking normally is like if nothing actually ever happened. A load of people died from this corona business, right? And a pile of cases. Okay? So, first off, I want to say this. We are down to the third unhook, which we are through now, thank God. Right? Now we're hoping, fingers crossed, for the fourth one yet. Okay? Alright? And what RT News said and the government said, right? They said that now this is where people actually didn't really understood this, right? As in, this is my little bit, is that they said if there's no deaths at all, we are doing fine, which is correct, okay? We are doing fine, there's not much deaths happening, which is good, right? Not much, like, there's like a few deaths there, 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6, but not like super high what it was at the start, middle, do you know what I mean? And then once the big huge HSE came in and said that basically they shortened it, is that if there's no deaths there, things can start opening up basically there. And another thing is that if there's a vaccine out there for this, everything will be unhooked, 2 meters out the window, masks, for shops, any type of shop out there, unhooked like that. 2 meter distance out the window there. Nightclubs are all open there. Once they have the vaccine to cure people as well for the long, long journey down the road when it comes to your elderly times, there you'll have the COVID vaccine inside you there to cure yourself, there to protect yourself from the COVID there, or shortness of breath. And trust me, when it comes to the elderly people of any age out there, it will be tough cause it's plus like what they have on top of that. So just say for instance, I could barely walk down the stairs. Whew. And then it'd be like, oh, and you have COVID on top of that too. Like, just say for instance, 60 years later, 70 years later, I can't fucking breathe, man. It's not a fucking joke. I thought we got rid of this COVID. Did you get the injection? No. Well, we're going to the place now and getting it. Oh, thank God they have it. And boom, there you go. We saved your life. That's the good health stuff. There, for down the road. Okay. Now the next thing I want to say is, right? Heard this on the streets before, and from the younger fellas, and a couple of fans that were on Snapchat that wanted me to make this video, is that they said that if there's no deaths there, things can reopen to the 4th there, and then people have to wear masks there as well, and keep 1 meter distance or 2 meter distance from people there. But there's one thing that they keep forgetting: COVID is still there. Never mind the deaths. No, if there's no deaths or is deaths there, sadly, right? What are the cases? People are still getting cases. Ireland are still getting cases. Pile of cases each day. You look at the cases today, today's date, right? 40 cases totaled today. 40 cases today. That tells me that people are still getting COVID-19, and now they basically have to go to the GP and basically hide in their house, keep safe, wash your hands, there, have a shower basically every day, there, because especially if you're sleeping with your wife, there, or something like that, you know what I mean? You know, safety first, as people always say. Better safe than sorry. Isn't it true? Of course it is. Better safe than sorry. And then, after that then, after the 14 days of hiding in your house, basically, there, take it easy and follow the guidelines there, and then hopefully then you won't get it again. And then, another, just say for instance then, another couple of weeks down the line, oh yeah, it's up to 60 cases but 1 death there. People are still looking at the deaths. Everyone in this world are looking at the deaths. Much is it today, much is it even in total this week. 7 cases in 1 week. Okay, that's not too bad there. And then how many cases though is the question. No one's really bothered with cases. There's still cases, like, that's like people are still getting COVID, right? Getting COVID-19 in their body, and then they go into the GP, and then they say, GP says then, right, you know exactly what to do, don't you? Can you go over it again? Yeah, basically you can't go anywhere, right? Walk around your house, whatever it is there. Keep away from your children, keep away from, sadly, your wife or your mama or your dad or whatever siblings that you have there. Keep safe, keep well, keep showering basically there, because if you're sweating there, that's COVID too. You know what I mean? Smelly smells, dressing rooms and all there. What do you think? Dressing rooms are closed, sports gyms are closed because of that reason. Sweat and grime, as people say on TV for kitchens and all. There, wash your hands regularly. There for 2 to 3 minutes underneath the hot tap. There, like that. Brush your teeth. Literally there, like that. There, keep safe, keep well, like that. Because once you hear that you have COVID, you'll be a totally different person. You'll be so aware of anything. To be fair, it'll give you some shock. It will. To other people out there, it's like, it's grand. But wait until you actually get COVID-19 there and go through the symptoms there, like that. And they say, right, if you have the symptoms there, you know what to do, guys, don't you? Yep, hibernate for 14 days, as the GP says and the HSE say. Yep. But people need to start looking at the amount of cases that have been totaled in your country in the world. You have to. Because think about it, right? Never mind, like, people are so tuned in about how many deaths. Okay, no deaths. Yeah, but look at the cases though. It's grand, they're not dead. It doesn't matter if they're dead or alive. Look at the cases there. People are still getting the COVID-19 there, and they still have to this day, have to do the rules. As in, hide for 14 days, coming off your plane there, like that, when you were in COVID world in other countries there that said not to go there, right? You should hibernate for 14 days, as I call it. You should. It's good for your health and your wealth. Unless you be 6 feet under. If you got corona, and then it'd be bye bye you, to be fair, wouldn't it? And no one wants that. No family needs to go through that there in this horrible lockdown. People are locked up in their bedrooms there playing Xbox all day, and then eventually they get bored and all this there. So it's not a good idea to go against these rules whatsoever. Okay? So go by the rules, and then this world of COVID land of living hopefully will be over soon when the vaccine comes out, and hopefully everyone will actually get the vaccine, which would be amazing. Like, every single person, I'm getting it, right? Everyone in this world that gets the injection, that does work of the injection, hopefully, please God, fingers crossed, they don't mess it up. And then once that happens, then we are all cured, but COVID will still be in the world there, but we are all protected. It's like basically in an air ball. No one can bounce at me. Go on, hit me. I can't hit you. Next time. I can't hit you. Exactly. I'm the COVID. Nah. Damn you. Yep. That's what the injection do. It will literally just bounce off your face there. It can't even. COVID will never touch you. Especially when you're very old or getting old. There, you can barely walk down the stairs. That injection will still be there in your body, there protecting you from the COVID. Even though things will be back to action, right, of normal life, and you almost actually forget COVID is actually in the air or from people there, but you won't even notice because you got the injection or vaccine, as people call it there. So thanks very much for watching, and please, people need to stop looking at the deaths and looking at the cases of what's happening around your country, any country that's out there. Look at the amount of cases that people have COVID-19. 40 cases today, 100,000 cases today. 100,000 people have COVID-19 and they have to hide for 14 days. Bye.